Hey guys, Troy Winchester here with Davis Tech. Hey, today we're going to do a how to turn a diameter and a shoulder on the engine lathe. Okay guys, we're ready to start this turning and facing operation here. I have off camera, I have faced off the front of the part. I have double checked my tool height. I have touched the face of the part, taken off 30 thousandths and set my digital to 0. I have also touched off on the diameter of the part. You can see the mark there. It's basically 1 inch back. I've touched off there and set my Z to 0 so I can cut towards the 0 dimension. We've got a cutting speed set of 300, which gave us an RPM of 800 RPMs. That's 300 times 4 divided by the diameter, which is 1.5 inches. That gives us an 800 RPM. I've set the feed rate of the lathe to 10 thousandths IPR, and we will later change that to 5 thousandths IPR when we do our finished cuts. My depth of cut right now is going to be 25 thou depth of cut, but a total of 50 thousandths stock removal. If you'll notice, I'm stopping just short of the line. If you can see the digital, I'm stopping anywhere from 5 to 10 thousandths before I get to my dimension. I have disengaged my power feed as much as 100 thousandths before I get to my final dimension. That was a 50 thousandths total cut, so I was only taking a 25 thou depth of cut. I'm checking my part for the first time right now. Notice I'm not bothering to retract the tool. I'm just dragging the tool back across the part. Since we're taking rough cuts here, guys, there's no reason to really back out. This is another good time to tell you, trust your digital readout. When you touch the part, we know we're at 1.5 inches diameter. We know that we're shooting for a 1 inch target dimension, so we're going to take off 500 thousandths. I'm going to trust my digital here, guys. I'm going to take my roughing cuts, whether they be 50 thousandths total stock removal or 100 thousandths total stock removal. I'm going to take those cuts until I get down to within 50 thousandths. And if I remember correctly, the amount was roughly 48 thousandths. So I'm now going to take a cut, removing 25 thousandths worth of stock. I will have re-zeroed my x-axis. I will also have slowed down my feed rate to 5 thousandths IPR, which will give me a little bit better finish. And on this cut, I'm going to feed right up to 0 on the z-axis and feed out in the x-axis. That will square up my shoulder. I'm going to measure it one last time, find out exactly where I am. I think the micrometer said 24 thousandths. And there we go, guys. 1 inch diameter perfect, 1 inch diameter back. If you have any questions or problems as you start to set up your job, please let us know.